Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. My name is Morad Fiki, and I'm so excited to be here with you today on Close to Growth. Today's a really special session because we're talking about achieving the greatness that's inside of you. So at the end of the day today, we want to make sure everybody leaves after this next session with a nugget on how you are going to go out there and achieve greatness and just reach your full potential. So before we get started, I want to thank and introduce Maria from North Star Title. It's our preferred title company because they're amazing.
Hi guys, so my name is Maria. I work with North Star Title. We're a family-owned and operated title company here in the Heart of Spring branch. It's not too far from here. If there's ever something that you need, whether it's commercial or if it's residential, we're more than happy to help y'all. We've been in business for over 15 years now, but together combined, we have over 100 years experience in working with restaurants, gas stations, Pearland Mall. We closed that. We do multiple transactions, like let's say 15 Wendy's, 27 Burger King. We do a lot of commercial. So if you ever do have questions with commercial things, we can also help you with that. But we do also a lot of residential, which is where we actually done a lot of business together now over a couple of years. I know Austin, you've also used us before in the past. But anyways, if you two guys need something with title related or questions, please feel free to reach out. My business card is up front, but if you don't have it, feel free to let me know and I can help you with that. Okay? Thank you
I
guys.
know we're all running our own businesses. So when you think about that, you're the CEO of your business. You need a board of directors, and she is on our board of directors and a great business partner and making sure it happens, right? If you're an agent, you do not need to be worried about transactions. Does the survey come in? Are we going to close on time? No, you need a partner that's going to manage all that for you, and you need to go out there and get new business.
8:30 closing this morning.
And 8:30 closing at your house before you have the day of meeting.
If you have doctor clients
Yes.
that go to hospitals all the time.
They came to our house for closing. We're closing on one of our properties tomorrow,
Yes,
new
so-
builds, and they've been phenomenal.
Nothing new to us. We'll go to a local Starbucks if you don't want to take your home. I mean, we do it all. You say we've done it already.
Yeah.
Whatever I can help with, guys, that's good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, I'm so excited to introduce Morad Fiki, also known as my beloved husband. He's phenomenal. And he, we got a lot of sales behind us. We're at 100 million in sales. Very excited about that. Been ranked one of the top agents in Houston, in District, and in #1 on social media. And he's done a lot of classes on explosive growth around Facebook and marketing, and that's his passion. He loves that. But I think today is a really special day because we're going to talk about how you can achieve your greatness. And this is something that him and I have, we'll always work on. How do you take it to the next level? Not that there's anything wrong with where you are now, but like, how do you take it to the next level? How do you push? How do you know all the technical? And I was talking to him about this morning. You can know all the technical aspects of what to do on Facebook and get how many followers and how many leads do you have and how do we start our business? And you can know all that technical knowledge and get all of that, read all the books, do all the classes. But then when you wake up in the morning, you go to your desk, in front of your computer, you're in front of your client, it's you against you. So how do you achieve your greatness? How do you elevate your mindset to where you can flow through the day and just focus on getting business and just have that life that you desire? And that's different for everybody else. We all define that differently. So we're really excited to go through that with you today. It's a special day. It's going to be very intimate with our group here and open. Like, this is going to be fantastic when we get participation. Everybody's open and honest and really excited. So hope you have a great day with this session. And with that, Morad Fiki, please do not trip on that.
Last time I disconnected it, and the whole thing came down. So how's everybody doing today?
Great.
Thanks for coming. I love talking about personal growth and development, and what we can do to be more professional and also more productive. There's a lot that comes in the way of being productive. So let's go to the next slide. We'll dive right in. So what is stopping you from living the life you desire? And this is interactive. So we're going to take 60 seconds. Get your pens, get your pads. I want you to write down. And this is going to be personal. We're not going to, you share only if you want to share. We're gonna take 60 seconds. I'm gonna start the clock right now. I want you to write down what is stopping you from living the life you desire.
Does everyone have a pen or a notepad?
Let's go. Time starts now. Let's go. 60 seconds. I want you to write down. What is stopping you? We gotta keep that door.
So it delays.
Yeah. The computer volume is low, so.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I like that sound. Share the first.
Time.
All right. Does anybody want to share?
So I know there's no right or wrong answer, but I feel like the closest to right answer, is nothing stopping any of us. We're the architects of our own lives. I don't know if that's something you can write down. I probably wasn't the best person to go first, but
Do you feel like you're,
Yeah.
on me?
no, but
So what's stopping you
what's stopping?
from
Probably knowledge. Knowledge.
knowledge?
Yeah.
Good one.
Concentration on a productive activity.
That's
That's
good.
a real one. We had one right over here in the back.
Fear of failure. Fear of failure.
You're failure.
If I'm deep real quick.
And let's just say fear. That's
Yeah.
good. Actually, real good.
Time management.
Yeah.
Time management. I'd say myself, or discipline.
I guess the event, like routine.
Time blocking. Same.
Mm.
Anyone else? These are real good. I like them. Knowledge, concentration on productivity. Here is a really good one. I know a lot of it have. Time management, discipline, routine, consistency. I would say like routine and consistency are probably the same category. So, turn this down. Yeah, I would say routine and consistency are probably the same category. Because who's riding the roller coaster? Roller coaster real estate. Like you got 2, 3 closings, right? We've all done, it, everything's going great, man. I got 4 deals closing this month, 5. And then I'm gonna work on these deals, I'm gonna work on them, and then next month I got a big donut, you know? So like, that's, you know, because you often feel like, well, I'm gonna work on these deals, but you're not doing the main thing, which is lead generation, which got you to do the main thing that has to get done every day. And then also on consistency and routine, I know a lot of us, and I've been guilty of it too, you know, we let the outside world influence our inside business. You know, somebody's calling you because the title company's calling or the client's calling and they need this right this second. And we forget that we're not an emergency service. Like, we're not the fire department, right? So that can wait, because once you start working on that, you let lead gen go. And then 1 day passes, 2 day passes, 3 day passes, and then it's like, and then you feel like you're busy because, well, I gotta work on these deals. I gotta like get it to the finish line. I gotta service the client. I don't want the client feeling like I'm slow to respond or whatnot. So what is the story that you tell yourself on why you can't? We're gonna take 60 seconds. We're gonna think about it. What is the story that you tell? We all have a story, okay? We're gonna go in. Timer starts now. 60 seconds. We all got a story. What's the story? Let's go. Timer.
Yeah. Right now, yeah.
It's commercial.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Time. All right. So, what are the stories that we tell ourselves?
I'll do it when everything's aligned.
I'll do when everything's aligned.
It normally delay myself. I'm busy and that's feel good about it. Delay myself.
I was doing that this week. I was like, I can't do this because there's so much going on. No, get it done.
It's sort of one to work with people. I think cases, so being in cases.
Good one. Procrastinating, like I will do it next day, procrastinating. That is a great one. You know, a friend of mine said, procrastination is the assassination of your destination. So, yeah, what is my story? You know, what is my story? So, you know, we see all the accolades and what I've done in real estate, and honestly, I feel that I haven't even hit my potential. I feel that I'm still getting started. And if I take a step back and tell you my story, what you don't know about me is I ran away from home when I was 16. You know, I slept on my friends' couches. I barely finished high school. My father, I haven't seen him for like 35 years. You know, he disappeared when I was a kid. So there's a lot of stories that we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves, you know, some of the things you've said, or I'm inadequate, or who's going to want to work with me, or who, you know, and then we kill our own potential. We kill our own moving forward because of the stories that we tell ourselves. You know, for years I struggled with you know, self-actualization. I struggled with having confidence, you know, and then we tell ourselves all these stories. But we have to own it. We have to push back all of the excuses and stop being a victim. For years, I was a victim. I was angry. You know, my father bailed out on me. I was a victim of circumstance. And I felt that, you know, I'm gonna, you know, give a middle finger to the world. You know, but be a victim, you know. So I can't be successful because all these things happening. And that's BS. You know, that is ridiculous. We are in charge of our own potential. And you got to let go of those stories. That's the biggest thing I got to tell you. All of these, what's the common denominator in all of this? It's you. You are the common denominator. I have time management issues. I have discipline issues. I have routine. You know, we got discipline is hey, this is a business. You know, because I don't have a boss over me telling me I have to be here every morning. You got to look at this like a job. Like, what happens if you don't show up every day, right? So quite often the fear and the story we tell ourselves that I'm inadequate, who wants to work with me? That's ridiculous. And I'm saying I've felt the same way too. So what I want to, you know, speak into you today is we got to let go of the stories. We got to let go of the victim mentality. We got to let go of what I can't do and think what I can do. Because I promise there's clients out there willing to work with you. Even if you're a new agent, you know what I used to say to new clients? I'd say, well, you're a brand new agent. Well, you know what? You have my full attention. I have something to prove. I'm gonna bust my ass working for you. I'm gonna make this happen. Especially with somebody that's had other agents. Or when those super seasoned agents couldn't sell your house. Watch what I do. I'm gonna be fully devoted to this. There's always an answer to every problem. Every problem that we have, whether it's in a listing you've never worked before, whether it's a luxury listing, whether it's a client who's very needy, there's an answer to everything. And we've got to let go of the story. So, are you tired of being broke, busted, disgusted? Yes, I know I am. Until I came to realization with this, I wasn't able to get to the next level. So we have to let go of being broke, busted, disgusted. I got 3-4 deals in the pipeline. I'm good. Why don't we get 8 in the pipeline? Why don't we get 16? Why don't we get 32 in the pipeline? Like, let's keep pressing forward. And when the clients call you, they need something this second. You have to realize, like, this is a business. I'm not the ambulance. You know, like if somebody's dying, like they need to call 911. You know, I know it sounds harsh, but if you can get to them within, you know, the next few hours, it's fine. You know, unless the house is on fire. And again, who did you call if the house is on fire? Right? Like, what can I do? Like, you know, I can't do nothing about that. They're gonna get to you before I will anyways. So, yeah. What if, this is what I want to talk about. What if you don't even know what you're capable of? What if you don't even know who you really are? Have you thought about that? I'm serious. We're always telling ourselves what we can't do. What if we just flip it for a minute and start thinking about, what can I do? What if I don't even know what I can do? And instead of making excuses for why you can't do something, let's find the solution. When you start telling your brain, how do I do this? You're gonna find the answer. And it's, you know, might not be an easy road, but there's an answer to everything. So that's what I want to ask you. What if you don't even know what you're capable of? Any thoughts on that?
That's the case for most people.
Yeah, all of us. Me too. Sky's the limit. Absolutely. You know, looking back at my life, like, so my mom was in a very abusive relationship. when her and my dad divorced when I was a kid, they were fighting every single day. It was ridiculous. I had to call the cops every single day. You know, and then it was my fault that I'm calling the cops. You know what I'm saying? I was angry for so many years. So at 16, I left. And I literally slept on my friend's couch. But I finished high school because I said, you know, number one, I don't know what I'm gonna do all day if I don't go to school. You know, and number two, like I'm so close. Like I was 16, I was in 11th grade. Like I'm not quitting now. I'm so close. I just need a place to crash every night. You know, and I stayed at my friend's house until his mom was like, dude, go home. You gotta go home. I was like, okay. Then I go stay at another friend's house. And then, you know, with another friend. But I was like, I'm gonna go to school every day. And then when I was graduating and I didn't have a plan, I was like, well, I don't want to be a loser like my friends. I don't want to smoke drugs all day and hang out on the corner. So I joined the Marines. I was like, when they showed me that, hey, look, we'll give you $40,000 for college. I was like, that's cool. Where do I sign? You know, I'm getting the hell out of here. I joined the Marines, and I'll tell you, you know, the one thing that really changed, the one thing that made a big shift in my mind was up until that point of life. Let me tell you, everyone who goes to Marine Corps boot camp is from broken households. We're not the rich kids, right? The rich kids go to the Naval Academy. The Marine Corps boot camp is like trailer trash, you know, the ghetto, fatherless households, all of us. And all walks of life, all different races, all different colors. But everybody has their, you know, when we got to boot camp, everybody's jaws on the ground. Looks like a funeral is happening. You know, and those drill instructors are like, we're gonna beat the hell out of you guys and make you Marines. And this nation depends on you. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what happened to you. That's over. That's your past life. US government owns you now. So you're gonna graduate or you're gonna die trying. But it changed our mindset. It was like, wow, I'm important. None of us thought we were important. It's like, I'm important. The nation needs me. This nation depends on me. I can climb a mountain. I can do anything. And that was a great turning point in my life. Because when I graduated, even my mom was like, you're walking different. You're walking tall. You know, it's just a different mindset. And so what I want to impress upon you today is, what if you don't even know what you're capable of? What if you see all these other agents killing it? You can do it too. But first, you got to believe. Because until you believe, it's fear versus faith. Right? You're going to have one or the other. Either you have fear or you have faith. You can't have both at the same time. When you have faith, you feel hope. You feel that there's an answer to the problem. Right? When you have fear, all the momentum goes down. When you have fear, you're not going to do any of this. Because why? If it's not going to work out, like, why am I going to put all this work on in? It's not going to work out. I just better just quit. You know? Or let me just get busy in the busy work, which the busy work is nothing about building a business, has nothing to do with building a business. Until you can build an infrastructure where someone else handles that, on the real estate side, on the sales side, you should not be handling transactions. And the best thing that I did was hire a transaction coordinator. That was, I realized when I hired one, I should have hired one way earlier instead of staying up till midnight working on paperwork. So fear versus faith. This is a big one. And whatever goes up must go down. This is one of the natural laws of science. Everything that goes up must go down first. You put a seed in the ground, big tree comes out, right? Eagles, how do eagles learn how to fly? Mama kicks them out of the nest and they fall all the way. They should go pick them up. We're doing it again. You got to go down before you go up. So the point I'm making is you have to go down within yourself and realize faith overcomes fear every time. So we'll go to the next slide. Any questions? We have questions. Next slide's question. Oh, yes. You've been searching for something, but it's been within you the whole time. I know this because I do the same thing. You've been searching for something and it's within you the whole time. Any questions? That's deep.
Yeah, it is.
That's deep. Yeah, and you know what? I'll say like the biggest thing, like with me, is letting go of past anger, letting go of resentment. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because that negative energy, it's just the same curse that gets passed on from generation to generation. My mom, her father, was a raging alcoholic. He couldn't keep a job. He couldn't stay off the bottle. And guess what? His two daughters, he had to give them to his sister to raise. He couldn't raise any girls. Right? So that bitterness that my mom had, she married into that. She found the same guy, just like her father. You know? So coming to me, I realized I want to champion my children. I want to build them up. I want to speak life into them. I want to encourage them. I want to tell them that I believe in them and I love them and I'm here for them. And I ain't bailing out on my kids like my dad did, right? So what is my goal is that you can be the one to rise up and change the entire trajectory of your family to where they don't have that abuse. My kids don't have to go through that abuse and witness a terrible marriage. You know, these marriages that are broken marriages, statistics show kids from broken marriages have a 75% chance of having a broken marriage. It's a fact. But I don't have to be a part of that statistic because I choose not to. Yes. And so I'm going to speak life into my kids. I'm going to build them up. I'm going to show them that wealth is within, that they can be great and they can have abundance and wealth. My mom would always tell me, we don't have any money. We don't have any money. You know, I want this 99-cent toy at Randall. No, we have no money. She's building that into my mind. And it's taken years for me to let go of that and believe that that's fake. Money is just, it's just an object. We can go get as much money as we want. You're in sales. There's no cap on your income. Zero. Now you can also make zero. Right? But we got to take action to blow the F up. And that's what I'm talking about.
So how? So faith over fear, belief in yourself. Like, how do you do this? How do we step out of here today and go and like, what is that? What has been integral for you to be able to be in that state of mind? And do you constantly stay in that state of mind?
Oh, I got to work on it every day. I got to work on it every single day, work on myself every single day. Be very cautious what I put into my mind, what I listen to. And start the day positive and in self-reflection, and also knowing that the whole day's ahead of me. Whether I choose to make use of the day or waste the day is my choice. And what is my choice? I know that if I use the day, I'm going to take care of my family. If I waste the day, I'm letting my family down. So, you know, all of that is a part of what I do. And, you know, we'll go to the next slide. We have time for 10 minutes. So I want to do a mentorship with some agents who are ready to take the next level. We need accountability. We need growth. We need advertising strategies, the latest advertising strategies. I know all of that. But first and foremost, we have to have faith versus fear and accountability. And so I want to mentor a small group of agents that are ready to take it to the next level. And so I want to offer this to you. This is our 12-week mentorship program. So we have lifetime access, video recording, weekly group private Q&A calls, weekly group coaching calls where we're going to have a different topic every week. Could be Facebook ads, YouTube ads, could be lead generation. I still do lead generation. We got to make calls. And procrastination is rampant. I know this. I've done this. So we got to get off procrastination. We got to make the call. Make the call now. I know maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I know we know about somebody who wants to sell their house with like delaying. I don't really want to talk to them. Boom! Somebody signs in their yard, right? Sometimes it's a family member. Her sister did not use us to buy a house.
Don't even get me started.
She was, I was like, well, she didn't like me. So we got weekly group coaching calls, weekly group private Q&A, daily morning check-in calls. So this is gonna be daily morning, 8 a.m. We're gonna jump on a quick 15-minute call. We're gonna discuss what is our objective for the day. What are we gonna do and how are we gonna do it? Boom, every single day. Get ready for greatness. We're gonna have a community of like-minded peeps. We're gonna also have a post booster. I'll talk a little bit about that later, but it basically where the community, someone does a post on social media, and then the community, you just post a link, and then everybody can go on there and like or comment. And it's just gonna help the algorithm, which that's another topic, but it's gonna help the algorithm when you have other people commenting and posting. Ongoing live events and trainings, and we have our monthly newsletter, which we're just putting together on the latest marketing strategies. I'm passionate about marketing and advertising. This is like, so I'm gonna share that with you. So this is the total value. You're not charging $9,182 or $29.97. We're doing it for $997 for a 12-week mentorship. You know, you can work directly with me. I'm gonna build you up. And I'm not gonna let you down. And I'm gonna help you not let yourself down. And there's days, I know there's days where I don't feel like making calls. I don't feel like shooting videos. I don't feel like getting on social media. Guess what? I feel that same way too. Like we're all human, right? But we can't go with what we feel. We gotta go with what we know. When we make the calls, we get on videos, we pump out content on social media, the results will follow. And if we're not using social media, by the way, like to boost our business, it's a huge mistake. Everything's going online. Everything is online. You got a huge audience that you can build online through social media, and people don't know you're going to call you. Now, I make calls. We all got to make calls. But I want people to call me. I had a guy call me the other day and said, hey, dude, I saw your ad on Twitter. I got this agent, I don't like her or whatever. He said, I'm getting rid of her. I want you. Like, I love your ad. I didn't know that guy at all. He was calling me from Florida. He had a house in Houston that was having a hard time selling. I was like, man, it's good. I ran those Twitter ads. I actually just started running those Twitter ads. They hadn't been live for about 2 weeks. And he called me. So that's what I want. That's building a brand. I want to be called on. So we're going to start our mentorship for $997, 12-week mentorship, or $397 today and $397 for 2 months. And this is going to be an ongoing mentorship. Anything to add? I'll forget something.
Yeah, well, this is what I want to say too. So Morad and I both have been working apart and then even more together. We've always worked on ourselves. We've always wanted to achieve more, achieve greatness. You know, I don't come from a wealthy family. I don't come from a family who ever knew how to run their own business or have, you know, a loving marriage and loving their children and so forth. And we've always done this. And it started out, I'm going to listen. I love Eric Thomas. Does anybody know who Eric Thomas is? He's amazing. I would literally listen to him every single morning on Pandora, and he tells me I'm amazing. He tells me it's you against you. He tells me you can do it. You got to wake up for somebody else besides yourself. You're being so selfish because you're not achieving your greatness. This is what I put in my head every single day. So I want to say for us, we've always tried to find ways, and it's daily actions of how can I better myself today? How can I serve my clients better today? How can I just elevate the life of my family and their families today? And so we've always done this. And before we had money to spend on mentorships and after, and through that, it's evolved. So we're multifamily investors. We spend $40,000 for being part of Grant Cardone's community about multifamily investing. So every single week, we surround ourselves with more mentors. We get on a call Wednesday at 11 a.m. and he is going through multifamily properties. And how does he go about analyzing them? How does his team go about analyzing them? We pay just to be in that environment. You know why? Because you got to surround yourself with greatness. You have to surround yourself with the people who are aligned of where you want to go and emulate that. And so we pay for that. Tony Robbins, like for years, been going to the events and do his daily, what is that daily one that we have? There's a daily one. So, you know, it's all around, okay, where do you want to be and who do you want to emulate and surround yourself with that. So you can see a mentorship program and see the value of, okay, well, do we want to surround, I want to put myself in an environment for, you know, less than a cup of coffee a day to be able to achieve my greatness. You know, and if I'm not where I want to be and I'm not where I want to be, he doesn't work. So we continue to invest, we continue to elevate, and we'll never be there because you're always going to the next level. You're always taking it to the next level. So that's a seed that I want to plant with you as well. When you think about this, you can think of all the items you're going to get, or you can simple decision, you know, how can I be in a place and surround myself every day in a place and with the people of where I know that's going to help me get to the next level. And I'm just setting myself up for success. And so that's something that I just wanted to add in how we make our decisions on mentorships is, you know, how do we want to set ourselves for success and surround ourselves with that mentality every day, because it's an everyday action.
Absolutely. When I started in real estate, I was broke and I was like, I don't know what to do. I joined Master Coaching, which is a pretty good program. It was $1,000 a month. I didn't have $1,000 a month. And that's exactly why I needed coaching. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So there were months, man, they run my credit card like, oh, your credit card declined and this, that. I was like, okay, can you run on the 15th because I have closing and then, you know, like trying to juggle it and stuff. But, you know, it helped. It definitely helped. What I didn't like about it is there was no focus on social media and digital advertising, which is where everything's going. So, you know, we're going to cover that and I'm passionate about that. But the accountability, how many calls are you making? How many people are you meeting every day? You know, tracking your numbers, that was a huge aha for me. And that really helped. And so, you know, I would love to have you, some of you interested in joining, we'll put the QR code. Here.
We had a question.
Lower, I had it up, down. The switch behind you, push it down, yeah. Switch right behind, yeah. Yes, sir. So what was the? Yeah, you see that.
How do we go back? I have a question.
Go back.
Yeah, so if you private, what does that look like?
Yeah, we're gonna,
So what's the difference between?
yeah, we'll do a weekly call, like we'll have a topic. We'll discuss, you know, Facebook Live, we'll discuss Facebook advertising, you know, why you should do it. I know I was talking to Fausto about it, especially like farming an area, you know, like it's really good. Like, I don't know if you're farming where you live, definitely should, but you know, sending out the mailers, everyone does it, right? I'm not saying don't send out mailers, I send out mailers. They're very expensive. You're gonna spend about $1 a piece. So I mail to 3,200 homes in our area in Memorial and Bunker Hill. It's about $3,000 a month. You know, I send out the mailers. You know, a lot of people go over their trash can, they're throwing out the mailers. Now imagine this. I also drop a pin on Facebook. I drop with a 15-mile radius. It's the smallest targeted area you can do when you're running housing ads due to the laws. 15-mile radius. I say I want to target these people. Anybody considering anybody who's on Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com, KellerWilliams.com, Remax.com. Anybody looking at homes, looking at mortgages, looking at credit. I want to target this area, and I'm gonna put some ads behind it. So now my video pops up on the. Ooh, baby, what's going on? It's Morad Fiki. I'm over here in front of this house, and I do all kinds of stuff. So I don't just do. If I do a video, I do a video, you know, in front of a house, in front of a listing. I do a video at the restaurant in the local area because I'm the reporter. I'm like talking about the restaurant, I'm talking about the teams, the kids' sports teams that are playing. I'm doing this. So people start seeing me over and over and over. And then my mailer comes in. Like, damn, I see this guy everywhere, man. That is marketing. That is, you know, hitting him over and over with a sledgehammer. You don't want to do shotgun blast advertising. I mean, one week I sent an ad and then I never sent another ad. If you're going to do that, don't do it. Like, don't waste your money. But the point I'm making is hitting people over and over on different mediums, Facebook, YouTube, Google. If you're the mailer, it's like, dude, who is this guy?
At the grocery store.
Grocery store.
You were at the grocery store.
I put a huge ad in branding. I was like, I want a big poster that just says Morad Fiki right by the sanitizing wipes. And so I paid for that. Hell yeah, I paid for that. And then I did a video where I was walking by, my kids were acting in it. They were like, whoa, Morad Fiki. So then I post on TikTok and then YouTube, and then every people come like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And I said, Morad Fiki. And so, like, the thing is, if the statistics tell us that most people can only remember one thing, two realtors, I need to be one or second, or I'm out of sight, out of mind, right? So we're going to discuss all of it. Those strategies are really deep. It's too intricate to just discuss in 15 minutes, but that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about these. I'm going to show you what I'm doing.
But there's gonna be the how, not just this is what I do. And
Right. Yeah, we'll walk through it. We'll build an ad for you. I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you how I do it, and I'll help you. We'll do it. But the group watches, because I can't do it, 15 times. It's gonna take a while, but we'll do it one time with the group, and everybody can learn and see how we do it. The Q&A call, like, then you have questions. I'll turn it around. Like, what are your questions? What are your struggles? What are you struggled with right now? Let's smash through the struggle. Because I've been there, and I'm going there. At every level, you're gonna have struggles, but I can likely help you through what you're struggling with. And right now, we have struggles that we're crushing through. So, then the newsletter. We're gonna have it digital and printed. So, boom, newsletter. Going to talk about whatever the topic is, marketing to the affluent. Digital advertising, print advertising, digital versus print, what I like about each, so these are just different topics. And then, if there's something you want to talk about, let me know. We'll discuss it and we'll go deep. And then the morning check-in calls, these are going to be fast, short and sweet, fast and sweet. Like, what are you doing today? We're all gonna discuss what is our objective for the day. And then you're going to hold yourself to that. And if you don't, then you let yourself down. I can't be over your shoulder the whole day, but in the morning you say, hey, I commit today to this. I'm going to shoot my video. I'm going to post it on Facebook. A lot of people don't want to post their videos. They, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next day. I'll do it. Why? Because it's not perfect. You got to get over that. Perfection is the enemy of execution. I prefer to get something done and it's not perfect, then you're waiting for it to be perfect. You never put it out. And that's the biggest thing. That's wrong. Grant Cardone says when he did his first book, they said, we got to send it to the editor. It's going to take like 90 days. He said, no, hell no. Put it out now. Let the public edit it. So they're going to say, oh, my grammar was wrong and I made some mistakes. So what? They're reading it. Right? Let them edit it. Like, I don't have time for that. Next, you asked me to wait 90 days to get my content out. And one thing I learned from him is the speed of execution. That guy has an idea and him getting it out to the public. I've never seen someone do it so fast as him. He's going to get version 1 out and it's going to have mistakes or whatever, but it's out. And all the major companies do this. Did anybody have the iPhone 1? I had one. You have one? iPhone 1 had a ton of glitches. It was all jacked up. Right? But they put it out. You know what? Version 2 is coming out next year. We'll fix all of that. That's fine. And then that one still had glitches. So I'm going to help you through that. We're going to put out content. We're going to get out there. We're going to talk to our audience. We're going to build an audience. And the goal is to get your phone ringing. I'm not saying you ain't gonna make calls, but you gotta get your phone ringing too. Right now, there's a huge market share. We all know this, right? So the statistics show within the next 3 years, there's gonna be a ton of agents quitting. For sure. The market's tightening up, listings are down, pendings are down, closings are down. This isn't gonna be us though, because we're gonna take market share. This is the moment where we build your brand and take it to the next level, and we're gonna take market share. And the other agents are gonna quit, but those are the quitters. We're not quitting, we're gonna be smart, we're gonna figure out new ways and strategies to get more clients and take market share. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't want people with me or with that, so. Thank you so much. This is the link and this is the QR code. Take a picture. I'll answer any questions you have.
Please fill out your feedback forms. Manea's gonna pick them up. They're really helpful for us and, you know. we have put some
Any other questions?
Nuggets today.
No? Yeah. So. You gotta go. All right, good. Let me- Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of the awkward silence. Well, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. So, yeah. I'll hang out. It's not really what I don't know. Yes. What are you teaching right now?
So I teach a sales skills class every Thursday.
Sales skills?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm trying to get the whole sales methodology.
Oh, yeah, it's 832-714-2789.
Crucio has the. That's it. Has card. She also work in title company, yes?
Well, no, Medea is the title.
Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
so, okay.
How long have you been?
2018, I joined PW in 2018, and then I was active in 2019, 20, and 21, and then I bought a house in Bel Air and I started remodeling the house. So I was active last, but I was under the MVP to not pay KW, but I just sold my house. I wasn't really active, but I'm back. So I'm living in Bel Air now. I moved to Bel Air. I used to live in Palmer.
Wow.
Yeah, right now I'm ready. Almost a year I'm actually living in Bel Air.
Wow. Great.
Yeah,
Where you
but
from?
I believe.
Thank you, coach. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Great, great. Always pick something good enough. Good job.
Thank you.
Love your story.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. So appreciate you. Where are you from?
Iran.
Oh, wow.
Your name, Morad, is kind of.
My father's from Egypt.
Egypt.
Hey.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
We'll be
you.
in touch.
Thank you.
I need to talk to you about something after you all are done. Please. It's not talk to me private.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm
She
here.
got-
I'm around.
she got the-
Okay.
I think we'll go outside because I think they're gonna take,
Quick question.
yeah.
I've been around for a while and I did that. You know, the 90s, stream energy. Okay, they mean like when they create the energy market, they basically do network marketing to sell electricity. And then they spend other parts of the US.
Just a heads up, y'all, we're to start corporate sales class probably in about 4 minutes or so. So if you're here for that, you're in the right place.
So I can see.
If you're not, You might learn something to stay, but that's, you gotta go home. You're gonna make me feel awkward. You're gonna have to walk out on it.
I mean, just an idea, because, I mean, how can I say that? I mean, they're the fastest growing population. Most of them people.
That might be great.
They haven't.
Oh, look at that. They're the Latin market.
And if you decide to do something like that, then
Okay.
because I specify.
Yeah.
And I built a, pretty. So like I really did all that stuff. So I used to do the English and Spanish.
Right.
Gallery.
Not just English.
The couple of hotels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did it pretty well. You're better with me, that's good. Then I used to do public speaking. Get in line, you know,
And we can translate into Spanish?
yeah,
Okay,
think about it.
okay.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Actually, let me
log out of this.
card or something. You know what? You have a few more minutes or you're leaving? I'll go downstairs, grab a card and.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll be there.
All right. Oh, one click too far. Man. I thought about trying to teach with the background music, but no, I'm not cool enough for that.